So now what we will do is, let's see one more scenario. Okay, so let's pick randomly. I have picked a fifth scenario. Now in this scenario, what we'll try to do is, we'll try to take the input data sets which is given to us, and we'll try to come to a output what they are asking us. Okay, now what we need to do is, we need to understand what they are asking us. First of all, we need to understand the requirement, then only we will be able to write the code for that, right? So what I am able to understand, okay, so this is a 4-letter word, this is a 7-letter word, this is a 6-letter word, and so on. Okay, so from the first list and from the second list, if the character count is matching, so we need to concatenate those words in the same row. That is what they are asking us to do. Okay, if you just take an example of Mithali, okay, and if you just take this only one word from here, and if you try to compare, okay, so there are like, this is a 6-letter word, this is a 6-letter word, and eventually this is a 6-letter word. Hence we are getting the output as 666 Mithali Salman, Mithali Pankaj, Mithali Pramod. It's kind of a join which we are trying to apply. Okay, so we need to understand what they are asking. Once we understand, then coding becomes easy. Okay, let's start working on this piece of code. So let's eradicate the code. Okay, same way like what they have asked, let's start building the things. So what I will do is, quickly I will go over here and I'll just copy this data set what they have provided us. Okay, cool. Now what I would be doing is, let's say I'm trying to assign, let's say this is my data 1, and let's say this is my data 2. Okay, so these are the data sets which I am trying to create. So let me quickly copy this, and let's clear off the screen, and let's paste this. Okay, so it's done. Now what I will try to do is, I will try to create a schema for this. Okay, so schema, let's say schema 1 equals to, and the type which I am having in my list is nothing but string type. Okay, in a similar fashion, let me copy this and paste this. Why I'm trying to do this is because I'm trying, when I would be using a syntax in the next line, that is nothing but spark I will be creating a data frame eventually. To create the data frame, you need to have a data and you need to have a schema. That's what I'm trying to do over here. Okay, so let me copy this schema, let me paste this over here. Okay, cool, it is giving us an error. So what it is telling is, it is telling us that your string type is not defined. Okay, no issues. For that, what we need to do is, from PySpark from PySpark.sql.types, okay, from PySpark.sql.types, I just simply need to import string type. Let me copy this piece of line, clear of the screen, hit this, that is imported. Now if I try to execute this, this should run smoothly. Okay, cool. So my schema is created, my data which was given to me by the certification people. Okay, now I need to create a data frame. Okay, so let's create the first data frame. So the syntax would be spark create data frame, and it needs two things. The first thing is, it needs data and it needs schema. Okay, so I could have created one schema also and I would have referred, but just to make it cool and clean, so I just created two schemas. So let's change this. So this is my data frame 2, which will be referencing my second piece of data and second piece of, even I could have kept this one because it's just ideally one thing. Okay, let's do that. Copy this piece, let's clear off the screen first. Gun, let's df1 dot show, and eventually data frame 2 dot show. Okay, so we are able to create a data frame out of the given data. So the first step is done. Okay, cool. Let's see at the data. Now we got to know that on the basis of some count we need to join. That is what we need to do, right? So if you take from the first, I need to remove a count. So how we do, like in SQL queries, we try to apply a group by and remove the count. In a similar fashion, I will be doing that in the DSL way. Okay, let me do that over here. Cool. So the first step is, the first step was, that is, create data frame from the given data. So which is done. Now I'll move to my step 2. Okay, so that is nothing but, let's say, step 2. So in this step 2, what I need to do is I'll be finding out my count on a particular group. Okay, so let's go back. So if you see Ceph again, like what count, character count is there, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so what we will do is, so we'll try to group and count. Simple words I'm just trying to explain. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, now let's say first length of data frame 1 equals to, so what is my first data frame? df1. As I told you, we'll be applying a group by clause. Okay, group by method, and the column name is value. Okay, so I'm using that column. Okay, the group by is applied. Then I need to apply a aggregation, because on this grouping I will be applying some sum, min, max, count, whatever I need as per the requirement. Okay, so the requirement for me is just to find out the count. So what I will do is, and before that, so I will have to import one of the functions. Let me import that. So from PySpark, dot SQL dot functions as f. Okay, now why I'm trying to do this is, sometimes what happens is there is some intercollision which happens between your Python functions and your PySpark functions. Just to that they should not collide with each other, or I'm just trying to specify, okay, these are not my Python functions, these are my PySpark functions. For that I'm just trying to alias this as f. Okay, let's make a move. So what I will say, what I will say is f dot, okay, length length. I'm trying to find out the length of my column. My column name is nothing but my value. Okay, and let's alias this column as, let's say, count1. Okay, let's run this piece of code, whether it's correct or not we'll get to know. Before that, I executed this? No. So it's throwing an error. Let's execute from PySpark.c. Okay, sorry, got it. So the issue is I should have said import over here. Let's copy this again. So if you see, it is telling some invalid syntax. So there is a syntax invalid. So let me copy this. Okay, now it's not throwing me an error. Let's copy this piece of code and let's execute this. Okay, cool. Let's see what it has, or what the data frame is being transformed to. Okay, so if you see, so I'm able to get whatever the respective words and their respective counts. Okay, so similarly what I'll have to do is, I'll have to do for my second. So let's say this is len df2, okay, for the data frame second. Okay, and I will just rename this to my count2. Let's copy this piece, execute this, and len df2 dot show. Okay, what is the issue? Name len df. Okay, there's a typo, so let's eradicate that typo. Okay, so the second step is done. What I have done is, for each character I have removed the count. Now to this data frame and to this data frame I will be applying a small join. Okay, and after that, so let me apply the join. So that is the step 3 which I will take care of. So let's go and apply a join. Okay, so step 3 is joining two data frames based on Okay, so that's what we will be trying to do. Okay, cool. So again we need to, again I can apply a inner join and I can apply a outer join also. Based on that we can do. So let's see, let's go with inner join, and or else like if we go with outer join we'll have to just filter the null value sets. So we can go with anything. Okay, so let's say let's go with outer. Let's see how the data set is coming. So you'll get a variety, it's like you'll understand the code. So let's say the first data frame is len df1. Okay, and I'm trying to alias this as, let's say, df1, same way like I did like in my earlier scenario. Then I'm trying to join the second data frame is nothing but my len df2. Okay, I'll alias this as well, and this will be nothing but my df2. Okay, after doing the join, what I need to do is I need to provide a joining condition. Okay, so from my first data frame len df1, okay, so I means like here directly I can, so if you remember like in my previous scenario I showed, means I used like alias name dot column name. Okay, but you can write the syntaxes in many more methods. Okay, let me write one more type of let me write one more other way to achieve the same thing. So we can write like this also. It's up to you how we are comfortable in writing the code. Okay, so this is like, so let me just, so it just let me consistent. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to say in the column from my data frame 1. Okay, I need to take the column name, and that column name was count1, right? So we should take this. So let's verify that. Yeah, so let's copy this and paste this over here. Okay, so that would be getting joined, okay, with my second, that is nothing but call. Okay, and I would say data frame 2, and the column name is nothing but count2. Okay, here you can apply inner, you can apply outer. If you'll apply outer, so let's apply outer, there will be just one step extra you'll have to perform, and let's see what is that extra step. Else you can directly go with your, again like if you, it's your way of doing things. Whatever comes to your mind you need to output. If you see, I'm able to join these data set based on this. If I could have applied a inner join, let's do that as well. Okay, and if I try to show, so whatever is matching I'm just getting that. Whatever, like if you don't, means like again like based on the requirement at that moment of time, what comes to your mind, inner, outer, you should be able to identify and make a move quickly. So quickly it came to my mind, outer or inner, you can write anything. So I think like we'll go with inner. Again like if you want to filter the data, so it just like means like from this outer we'll have to filter those null values. Okay, so we'll not do that, or let's do that, let's, because let's it's not, it's just a one step what we'll have to do. We are not giving any certification. Okay, let's do that as well. Okay, so what we will do is in step 4, again it's an extra step we are performing. You can eradicate that, but as we have gone with these steps, let's do it, it does not matter. So let's filter null records. Okay, cool. So we will say filter null data frame, any variable name of your choice. Okay, so the data frame name is previous one is this. We'll try to select, okay, the columns. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so now we need to select few columns. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is from my data frame, from my data frame 1, I'm trying to pick the column, and that column is nothing but CNT1, right? So what is that column? Yeah, CNT1 we have over here, and we have CNT2, and again like both are CNT1 and CNT2. Okay, no issues. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to select my count1. Okay, then the second is nothing but from my any of my data frame I can just pick the column that is value. Okay, and I would need that the second value also from my second data frame. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to pick that, and what I will do is, because in our output the count is, where is the count? Okay, it's starting only. Okay, so let's keep it here only. Okay, and we'll try to apply a filter clause. And in this filter clause, okay, I'll try to filter the data. So that is that, nothing but whatever my data frame 2 dot value, sorry, data frame 2 dot value, okay, is not null. Okay, as simple as that. Let's copy this piece of code and let's clear off the screen, so, and paste that code over here and execute this, and let's see the data. Okay, so we are getting the same place like we were getting earlier if we were applying the inner join. Okay, so this was the inner, so let me change, otherwise what will happen, my data frame will get override and I'll not be able to get my correct output. Okay, so I'm just showing for just a one step, like we are trying to write extra. So okay, so it just like from this we have eradicate this column. Okay, so we'll go with this column. So what we have done, we have eradicated the null values. We are getting the count. Now we just need to concatenate the data. Okay, so whatever the output we are getting, so the output which we are interested in this. Okay, now these two values needs to be concatenated, and that's where, like, that's the final step for us we need to do. Okay, so let's do that final step over here. So final is like, let's say step 5, concatenate the result. Okay, so let's do that final step. We will say this is like my let's say conc data frame. Okay, we are trying to do a concatenation. Okay, so previous data frame is nothing but filter null data frame. Okay, I'll try to use with column. Now with column again has a small significance, like we are trying to add, we can add an extra column, amend, append, all those things. Again, it has a story. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a new column, and that column name is conc. And in that conc column, I'm trying to apply a concatenate logic. Okay, concat logic. So the first column is, it should be in double quotes. The first column is data frame 1 dot value. Okay, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to concatenate. So call of data frame 1. After that, I'll just specify a literal, that is nothing but your separator, and that separator was comma. Okay, and after that I will just say, again I will say call and my data frame 2 dot value. Again, there is one more syntax, ws underscore concat, that is with separator underscore concat. You can use that also. Okay, way of implementing and way of writing. Okay, so again depends on you. So done, and finally what I will try to do is, the required columns are nothing but conc, right? So I need that conc, and finally what I need is, I need the, sorry, I should have taken that second as, so this should have been second, and the first column is, what is that column name? Count 1. Okay, so let's take that column and separate this. The column name is cnt1. Okay, so let's go till the end, copy this piece of code, execute this. It is telling that this concat is not defined. Okay, so we need to import concat, and we'll need to import lit also. And did I import column? Let's see. So what I'll have to do is, I'll have to import few methods from class. So from PySpark dot SQL dot functions, you'll have to import concat, you'll have to import lit, you'll have to import call. Okay, so let's copy this piece, execute over here, and the previous piece. Okay, and finally let's try to show the data. Okay, so this is like what they have asked us to do. So like Mithali, Salman, Pankaj, all those three are repeating, Sam, Ram, and Manas, Sahil. Looks good to me. So this is like couple of scenarios. So let's